When I read back my own comment with the eyes of an atheist, let's just pretend I don't believe, and then I read it back. Oh, it was so bad. It was so terrible. And I felt terrible. One kid actually said, I don't wish death upon many people, but I do wish death upon you. This is going to be more of a sad video because I'm sad. I feel sad. So I'll tell you the story. Cosmic Skeptic made a video about atheism and how, well, no, it wasn't about atheism. It was a response video to an Arminian. And this Arminian's on fire for God, and he's just happy, and he's like preaching free will. Well, this tier 1 atheist, which is like the best atheist, one of the better atheists. He has 150,000 subs, and he's young, and he's going to get smarter, and he's going to get better. But he's already amazing. He takes this Arminian, and he's just like, this is like the worst argument for God I've ever heard, and he just starts tearing him to pieces and starts just brutalizing him. With atheist doctrine, and everyone's just like, hoorah. Well, he posted the original video in his description, and when you go there, they're just like, you got destroyed, you need some ice for that burn, you need some eternal ice for that eternal burn, and stuff like that. Well, on Cosmic Skeptic's video, it was really interesting because Cosmic Skeptic was playing devil's advocate, in the sense that he was taking on an ideal of God that is different than this Arminian kid who's like 22 years old or something. So he takes this line of like, if God was this, then this, and it ended up being pretty solid and pretty biblical and doctrinal. He did end up sticking with the sovereignty of God, which is God has control over everything, which goes against the whole free will idea of the Arminian doctrines. Anyway, I go to the comment section and I just type out this huge thing, just a bunch of stuff, but it was really a little too thick. I didn't make God look that great as far as an atheist. I didn't really think about the atheist eyes. Well, one of the things on there I said was,
if it were not for the common grace of God restraining you in your unconverted state, you would make Hitler look like a choir boy.
And the reason why that's true is because the grace of God held back Hitler from being worse than he was. The only reason why Hitler wasn't even worse is because of the grace of God. But now imagine reading that as an atheist. And they read it and it says, if it wasn't for the grace of God, I would be more evil than Hitler. Atheists don't know what a grace of God is. They don't know what the grace of God is. They don't believe in God. So, and while it's true, it's a little bit dark, I would say, and also just the flavor of arrogance that I had on all the other parts of it, including the beginning and the end and in the middle, everything. It ended up being a really bad thing, and I did get trampled on. So, like I said, I'm making a sad video because it's sad. But anyway, there was this one kid. He comes down and he rebukes me, and he does a little paragraph for every paragraph I did, which is interesting. But he took an atheist perspective, so it was easy for him to say, "Well, it doesn't exist. Well, it doesn't exist. Well, I don't believe in the Bible, etc." So that's why it was kind of tough, because we're doing a theological debate on like really deep doctrine when like they don't even believe in God. So like they just completely take it with no grain of salt. There's just no salt there, so it's just like, oh, like they're choking on it. And when I read back my own comment with the eyes of an atheist, let's just pretend I don't believe, and then I read it back. Oh, it was so bad. It was so terrible, and I felt terrible. One kid actually said, I don't wish death upon many people, but I do wish death upon you. So when I saw this, like, I'm not going to delete my comment. I don't really do that. There's something to be said about like just standing behind your words and just taking the beating. If I could go back, I would reword it, and I probably wouldn't post it. But now that it's posted, I don't want to cancel it. So what I did was, the guy who rebuked me, I said, thank you. I said, your rebukes, they were great, and they were intelligent and thought out, and I liked it. I just said 2 lines. I said, thank you for taking out your time out of your day to write this for me. It was very intelligent, well thought out, amazing. I like it. That's all I said, and I wanted to say some other stuff, and I wanted to clarify myself so bad, but I bit my tongue, and I said, that would not be the most humble route. That would not be the most humble route. I can tell you that I've learned some things. There's a time and a place to pour out your heart with uncomfortable things, and then there's a time that you just don't do it. I feel sad, but in a few hours, things could be different. Tomorrow could be different. Forgive me, guys. Okay.